Nestled between emerald hills and ancient pines sat the peaceful village of Windlespire. The air was crisp, the rivers sparkled like ribbons of silver, and at its heart stood a tall stone tower with a golden clock that sang at every hour. Inside that tower lived an old man named Tocklin, the village's legendary clockmaker. With silver spectacles perched on his long nose and a jacket filled with tiny tools, Tocklin didn't just fix time, he understood it. He had a magical companion too, Tickle, a tiny bronze gear that lived inside the main clock. Tickle was no ordinary gear, it giggled with joy every time it turned, and its laughter was what kept the village's time alive. High above Windlespire drifted Nimbus, a young and puffy cloud who was different from the others. While other clouds passed by, content to float with the wind, Nimbus was filled with wonder. "Why do people live in such straight lines?" he asked the breeze. "What are those green patches with tiny dots?" he questioned, staring at the farms. And most of all, he was drawn to the glowing tower with its ticking heart. Day after day, Nimbus floated closer to the village, fascinated by the clock's melody. Eventually, he hovered right beside the tower, peeking through a window. One breezy morning, Nimbus gathered his courage and spoke. "Excuse me, Clockmaker," he said in a soft, misty voice. "Why do you spend so much time with time?" Tocklin, without turning, smiled and replied, "Because time is the story that helps everything grow." Tickle giggled. "And I make that story spin." Nimbus was enchanted. From that day, he visited every morning to listen to Tocklin's tales, stories of seasons, change, and the importance of patience. But not everyone was pleased. In the center of the village lived Mayor Pinepin, a sharp-faced man with a top hat taller than his pride. He liked control, rules, routines, and the ticking clock. When he noticed Nimbus getting closer each day, he grew suspicious. "A cloud that lingers means trouble," he muttered. "Floods. Thunder. Chaos." So, he summoned the townspeople and announced, "We must protect our village. Build a sky net and capture the cloud." Fearful and trusting the mayor, the villagers obeyed. The next morning, as Nimbus approached the tower,